record. Yeah, I think. Okay. So basically, what I thought was P1. I said we will try to look at many questions, give an idea of the syllabus. It's 30% on cost accounting systems, 20% on budgeting, short decision making 30%, deal risk and uncertainty 15%. So, my purposes, I have analyzed this syllabus into 4 6-hour sessions. Hours, order of hours, whatever you might decide. I'm thinking of doing traditional costing, activity-based costing, manufacturing systems, break-even analysis. The first 6 hours. Then it's relevant costing, linear programming, variances. Third, it's all about advanced variations, budget framework, budgetary control. And the 6 hours, focusing treatment of uncertainty and marks. That's simply the breakdown of the syllabus what we normally do it. So in your case, what we thought was we start off straight away with the questions. We are thinking on areas of costing. So just before we move into the questions, Natasha, let's talk about costing. Why we need costing? Now, what is costing? What is the costing? You know, in business, you do costing all the time. What for? Yeah, exactly. Basically, to get a profit, you must know the cost, isn't it? Right? To know the cost of whatever the goods that you produce as a unit cost or services for the unit. Now, which I'm going to spend on tuition, I must know what is my cost. Then only I can price it and see whether I can make a profit. Cost is more than what I can get the price. It's not worthwhile for me to do the particular product. From that angle, costing is all to do with find out the cost of a product. So to talk about the cost of a product, we have two kinds of cost behaviors. Mainly, one cost what we call variable cost, which directly related to the volume of activity what you do. If you produce 1 unit, you might need 2 kilograms of raw material. It is 2 units, you need 4 kilograms. It's linear. It's what we call direct cost. So mostly the material, labor, and some of the overheads are very much connected with the volume of activity. If you double the volume of activity, cost also will double. But another part of the cost, what we call fixed overhead, fixed cost, which will not vary with the number of units produced. Now, it's the same up to a particular limit. Up to a particular certain range, it will stay fixed. For example, if you look at the rent you pay for a warehouse, whether you store 100,000 units or you store 1,000 units, the rent will be same. But after 100,000, you want a bigger warehouse, and after the rent will vary. So between 1,000 and 100,000, it remains same. So whether you produce 1,000 or 100,000, it does not matter. Now the problem is with that cost, how are we going to allocate that kind of a fixed cost into the production, into that whatever we produce? That's the problem we have always with costing. But we know, okay, it is costing 2 grams. So for it, you need 2 kilograms. It is $6. Later also, we can say, yes, it is going to cost you $1 labor per day. So it is $1 unit is $1. But fixed cost is that easy. Because when you produce 100,000 or 1,000 or 10,000, the fixed cost will be the same. How are we going to take that into your unit cost? The cost for the material and labor, we have to incur a lot of fixed overhead. And today, if you really look at most of the expenditure is in fixed overheads, because today we use more computers, more machines. That means whether we produce or not, that cost is it's fixed. So therefore, allocation and apportionment of the fixed cost is a big issue. That is where costing becomes very relevant. So there are two basic methods we use in. One, absorption costing. Other, yeah. Right. Yeah. I'm recording that one. So after the thing tomorrow morning, I can send you the YouTube link, and you can listen to this whole thing on recording. So I'm recording the whole lesson. Absorption costing, this number one method. Basically, as I said, direct materials, you can do it. Direct labor, you know, we can vary in the variable overheads, which is varying with the production. That's the problem. But the problem is always with the fixed overheads. Amount, and the amount we have to apportion it, we have to charge it to the number of units. So if you are producing just one particular product, say your fixed overhead is 100,000 for the month, and if one particular product, 1,000 units, we can say the cost is, overhead cost is 10. The fixed overhead cost is 10. With the direct material cost, shall we say 50? Shall we say 7? Where shall we say 3? This is total production cost, 35. So with this particular product, we have a $35 cost. If we sell it for 50, we know we are going to make a $50 profit. That's all right. So 15, 7, and 3, actually we have no problem. They are actually connected with the production and the product. But 10, we have to apportion it. So long as you produce only one particular product, it's all right. We can divide the number of units produced with overhead and take that one as your fixed overhead. But you are producing 2 types of products or 3 types of products, product B and C. This 100,000 need to be apportioned between the product A, B, and C. And A take more overheads than B, B take more overheads than C, and therefore you can't take the number of units and divide it and take it. So there we will have a problem how to allocate this fixed overhead to product A, product B, and product C. So there the costing will come a little bit complicated. So in that kind of a scenario, that traditionally what we do is we look at this 100,000 thing, and we believe long years back, say 34 years back, it was believed the overheads increases with the number of labor. Workers that you work, the overheads will increase. So that's the assumption, that was the presumption 30, 40 years back, because most of the products were labor intensive, manually done, and therefore it was thought the overheads will increase with the labor hours. So if say for 100,000, the labor hours were 20,000, the fixed overhead absorption based on labor hours is 5 per hour. So it is going to take 3 hours. We will allocate or we will apportion $15 for overhead. The product A is going to take 3 hours, 3 labor hours, we will say 50. If product B is going to take 4 hours, we will say 20. If product take 2 hours, we will say 10. That's the way that we are allocating or apportioning the overhead. The assumption was that your overheads will always vary, increase or reduce with number of labor hours worked. But in the modern world, we know that is not quite right, because your rent paid will never vary with the number of workers, isn't it? Right? So you have 10 workers or 100 workers, the rent paid will be the same. So you to assume that just because you have 100 workers, the overheads are going to be more, and because 10 workers, the overheads are going to be less. Items like rent, it is not proper, not right. How many machine hours they use? 20,000 machine hours. Overhead absorption rate is $4 per machine. $4. 100,000 is the total amount. The value is $100,000. Let's assume for a particular man, 100,000. In the figure, assume that there will be 25,000 machine hours worked for a man. 100,000 is the overhead cost. So the portion is according to the machine hours, 4 machine hours. So if the product is going to take 10 machine hours, we'll say for unit, if it is going to take 10 machine hours, they say the overhead cost for product A will be 2 into 10 for 40. Yeah? To take 5 machine hours, they will say 4 into 5, 20. If C takes 7 machine hours, 4 into 7, 28. So it's not machine hours, it is a labor hours. Say fixed overhead, we allocated, we apportioned it according to the labor hours. So every, if it is going to take 2 labor hours, we, if we take 3 labor hours, we will say 15, the fixed overhead. The first one, product, so very simple. You buy the number of units that you produce, 10,000 units you produce, 1,000 is your overhead. So per unit, it is $10. So that we call the $5 or the $4 or the $10, we call it overhead absorption rate. That is we call OAR, overhead absorption rate. See, all costing is to do with finding out the overhead absorption rate. Under traditional costing, all the overheads are assumed to be either absorbed between the number of units or number of labor hours or number of machine hours. So, three methods under absorption costing: traditional method, the number of units, labors or machine hours. Now, units we can do only for one single product. Otherwise, we have to use labor hours or machine hours most of the time today we will use machine hours because most of our productions are machine automated, very little labor, and we will use it. And you can see the way that we carry is labor, machine, or unit. Ultimately, your cost can vary purely because of this fixed overhead element. No problem. Whatever the way you do, it will be 50. Because whatever the way you do, it will be 7. Variable overhead also, whatever the way we do, it will be 3. But fixed overhead, if in the particular example what I worked out, on the machine hours, you might say it's 40. And the hours, you might say it's 15. So you can say this figure can vary. And because ultimate your costing can change. So what you get as a cost, it can be 35, it can be 75, it can be 55. So it's a problem that we have, particularly in a competitive world. We must know the right cost because it's the only way we can sell and we can and make a profit. So sometimes this static costing method, try to use it on machine hours or labor hours, unit hours is not very appropriate today in the modern business world. So we use something called activity-based costing, which is a different way of doing the thing, looking at the labor hours, not looking at the machine hours. We try to look at activities. So that will be our next subject. Let's go one by one. Let's talk up this particular topic what we did. And let's get some. What is the question and answer the question looking at all the information. You must be smart enough to pick information what is relevant, what is relevant. So you can see the total overhead, how much. The total is the total overhead 72,800. That's overhead into different activities. that kind of information is relevant. We are doing activity-based costing. The question is not about activity-based costing, which is on traditional overhead absorption. So I said for traditional overhead absorption, we have to go either by machine hours, or to go by labor hours, or we have to go by number of units. Now you agree with me, here you can't go by number of units. Listen, this is the post, and I've easily gone with the 72,800 divided by the post 60,000. But I'll do that one because for that 72,800 overhead, they are producing 60,000 the paper called post, 80,000 the paper called gazette, 90,000 units of paper called the news. So I can't go. So I have to design it as either direct labor hours or machine hours. Now look at this information. What thing should be the right? Should it be labor hours or should it be machine hours? Yeah, why do you want to, right? The answer is correct. Why do you want to use the machine hours? More machine hours, is it? Machine intensity. Not using machine hours. Because you can see, if you look at the paper post, they are using 0.4 machine hours. Yeah, the gazette, they are using 0.5 machine hours. If you look at the news, they are using 0.3 machine hours. So they are using more machine hours. It is more machine intensive. So the overheads will increase or reduce with usage of the machine hours. Labor hours are more than the machine hours. I will use the labor hours. You got the right? That is okay. We have to see what the total machine hours they use in this particular period of the period 6. What kind of hours are we going to use it? So 6,000 units of post, they will use per unit 0.4, 60,000 in 0.4, they use it. Right? 60,000 into 0.4 machine hours, they use it to produce the paper called post. So they 24,000 machine hours. Agree? You publish, each unit is going to take 0.4 machine hours. So set into 0.4, produce the paper called post, they'll use 24,000 machine hours. Now, multiply 60,000 by 0.4. Paper, in one paper you need 0.4 labor hours. So 60,000 you will need 60,000 into 0.4, 24. Okay. Tell me for gazette how many machine hours they will require. Gazette. Each, yeah. Paper is going to take 0.5 machine hours. Got it. Good. News. Good. So in 8 and 90, total number of machine hours they will use during this particular period 6 is 24 plus 40 plus 27. Correct? Total hours they will use is 24 plus 40 plus 27, which will be 91,000. Right? What is cost? Total cost is, so keep this 91,000 figure, because I think I may have to see whether I can do it. You know how you got the 91,000 figure, right? Now total 22,800. 2,800. $72,800 are spent and during that period we are using 91,000 machine. So 22,800 is spent on 91,000 machine. This is what we call the overhead absorption rate. Overhead is 22,800 divided by 91,000 years. That means 0.80 cents. Right? So you can see that question, what the traditional overhead absorption rate, and this is the answer. This is the answer, but you have to be careful. The examiner is asking you to give it for 2 decimal points. Therefore, you must give answer 0.80. You take and on, because this paper is marked by the computer. Computer doesn't understand all that. Computer will say, you know, not a response 0.8, the answer should be 0.80, and make it wrong. So very, very careful. Try to find out what the examiner is asking and do the exactly what he is asking. Wait with the first question. Now, an important area. I told you the overhead was 100,000. In this case, whatever this is, right? Overhead, and let's assume that the machine hours were 25,000. Overhead absorption rate is 4 dollars. But if you know that your overheads are 100,000 and know that the machine hours used is 25,000, you have to wait till the end of the month. Right? Here you will not know. So you have to wait till the end of the month to know that you have spent 100,000 on expenditure and that you have got 25,000 machine hours and overhead rate is 4. You might material price of that particular product as 12. You might cost at 6. You may have to wait till the end of the month to get $4 and say the cost is 22. Can you wait till end of the month to do the costing? The question. Something like vegetables, something like meat or beef or whatever it may be. You wait till end of the month to find out the cost, isn't it? Right? Till end of the month, your product will be rotten, product will be spoiled, you can't sell it. So your cost accountant can't wait till everything is actually finalized to give you a cost. Because you sell it from the 1st of August, you have to sell it. You can't wait till 31st August to get the prices and decide the cost. So you sell it. So because of that, of course, your material price you know, actual price. Price also you know. This overhead you have to go on the basis of some budgeted figure. So at the beginning of the period, you will budget 100,000. Then during this period, you will use 25,000 machine hours and take it as 4. And if one machine hour, you charge 4 and say the cost is 22. So whoever decides selling, we know not all the cost is 22. We can sell it at 28 and make a profit. But wait till everything is done. They'll have to wait till everything is done. You may be able to sell anything during the month. Because of that, to unfortunately or fortunately, to do the costing, you have to go by some estimated figures or budgeted figures. So you 100,000 as the budgeted figure. Overhead. But 5,000 is the budgeted machine hours. At the big period, you will decide we will spend 100,000 and we will make it 25,000 and we will go on the basis of that one and say the 4 is the rate. Right. You might find at the end of the period you have spent 110,000. Right? So at the rate of 4, if you have really done the 25,000 budgeted hours for all your products, what you will absorb is 4 into 25,000 over. Right? The right machine hours. So if the right machine hours, the budgeted machine hours, take a predetermined overhead absorption rate. This is a predetermined overhead absorption rate. You will absorb into production 100,000. Right? 10,000. So 10,000 under absorption. Under the reason is we determine figures, and when we compare with the actual figures, you might find things different, and also you will find things different, and therefore there can be an under absorption. What if the total actual overheads are 90? 90. You absorb 100% into your gas. So it means you have over absorbed 10,000. So all that, your actual overheads against whatever absorbed and see whether there is a difference. If the amount of actual overheads are 110 and the amount absorbed is 100, then there is something called under absorption. We are right. In a way, that means they have been very efficient. Not spend 100,000, they have spent 90. So they've done some cost saving, which is beneficial to the company. And when they overspend, this is disadvantageous to the company. You are right. But sometimes what happens is now you assume the rate is 4 and you did it. Imagine if it was 90,000, what would have been the overhead absorption rate? 95,000, you will get lower than that. Is the rate 9 by 25,000. So if you had been smart enough, you would have a cost of 360. So I told your salespeople, hey, cost 4 plus 6 60. Cost 160. You know that is so competitive that 40 cents can make a big difference in when they come to do the pricing. So I had known the cost is not 4, 360, taking a $3 profit, they could have sold it at 460. But by 25, they out of the market. Competitor may sell it at 2460 or 2475, but you try to sell it at 25 because you thought your overhead cost is 4. To the extent, you will be at a disadvantage if it's a absorption because your costing can be wrong. So what you say is perfectly correct because you are able to save some money at short term, and that's a good thing, and that is much more better than under absorption. Now that is one side of the story. Now that's what I did was, okay, the machine hours they are 25,000, but the overhead figure got changed. Another scenario. Your was 125, so the budget overhead was 100. The machine hours to be utilized was 25, and they got the rate 4. The cost became 110. And utilized is not 25,000, but only 20,000. So on this, you will absorb 4. 110. So the under absorption of 30 reasons. You have overspent and you have properly utilized your machine now. So both things went wrong. You have the absorption of 30,000. So let's see, we went by budgeted figures. We went by budgeted figures of overhead cost. We went by budgeted figures of man hours, but achieve both, and therefore we can have an under absorption. See, we can the way about. The budgeted for 100,000, but in the 110,000, but we are bet on machines, so then you put in 25,000, we use 30,000. So 4 into 30, and actual overheads of 110, and you can under absorption of your overheads are 110, so there is over absorption of 10. Now, due to 2 different reasons, you more, but you had machine hours. You spent more, but you had more machine hours. So you can see the under absorption, over absorption always will occur whenever we go on the predetermined rate, and you have to go by predetermined rate because can't wait till everything is done. So therefore we have to go by predetermined rate. And whenever that happens, you will have absorption or over absorption. So how it happens? Simply is the amount that you absorbed. Amount you absorb is always normally what you do is you fix up for 1 year, but you will break it for once a month, and you review it and see, because sometimes 1 month you overspend, next month you might underspend, it may even out. So the budget is done for 1 year, but it is split into 12 months periods, because we generally review it on a monthly basis. But if continuously going wrong, we may want to rechange the over absorption rate. But if 1 month you absorb, 2nd month and absorb, 3rd month over absorb, it will basically even out. One particular month you might have a over under absorption. So unless there is some big radical reason, we will not go and change the overhead absorption rate. We will keep it 1 year fixed, because we don't want to change the prices. 1 month, we don't want Natasha to come and say this month the cost is 22, next month the cost is 19, next month the cost is 25. You can't change the prices every month, Natasha. So you want to keep the market as fixed, but you work out the under absorption, over absorption, and take that into the P&L separately as a separate item. Absorption is a gain, absorption is a loss. We will check it, but we will not try to do anything with that costing on a monthly basis. But going to be a permanent kind of a change, that we find that every month it is going to be not 100 but 10. Then we might decide decide to change the overhead absorption rate. So overhead absorption occurs always because when we go by predetermined rate, how it happens is we have to compare with the actual overhead. Always with the actual output by machine hours or actual labor hours times overhead absorption rate. So the difference those two, actual overheads are 110 and 90 is absorption of 20. So here the overheads will be always over, sir. I want you to note on this, right? Always. So for all this to happen, it can be for two reasons. One, the overheads what you have incurred will be lower than the absorbed. Actual overheads are 90. Amount is 110. That is the situation where you will have 20% overhead over absorption. So to happen, look at the three answers what they have. What is the right answer? For each of those, how over absorption can happen is your actual overheads will be lower than the amount absorbed into the production. So look and C should be the right answer. A, C, D. A. A comparing actual output higher than the budgeted output. Now that's not a, you can't read. Yeah, the answer is A, B, C, D. Yeah, sorry. Look at this. And what should be the right answer? Or be overabsorbed. So remember what the yes. Yeah. Yes. When the actual output is higher than the budgeted output, it may. But on the other hand, if the expenditure is higher, it may not. So the question is always look at angle. It may, but necessarily always. Some actual incurs are higher than the amount absorbed. If the actual incur is 110,000, amount is, initially it's good to put some figures. It will be much more easy. If actual weights are 110 and 90, today. Wrong. That one. It's look at the C. The C, like actual weights incurred are lower, so actual weight incurred are 90 and 110. Oh, yeah, correct. So read the question very carefully and see. This is not the right answer because we don't compare with the budgeted overhead. Yeah. If it is under absorbed, it will be B. If it is B, overhead are higher than amount absorbed. All this under absorption and over absorption is between actuals and and absorbed. Actuals absorbed. If the actuals is more than the amount absorbed, then it is under. If the actuals less than amount absorbed, then it is over. Read down that. Right? If it is less than amount, then it is over absorption. If actually is more than amount absorbed, it is under absorption. Budgeted overhead. We don't get the budgeted overhead. We always the actual amount against the amount absorbed. So it has to be C or D. So go on with your practicing question. You will realize immediately you can go and eliminate D, because we don't compare with the budgeted overhead. We compare the actuals with the amount absorbed always to find out whether it's under absorption or over absorption. So, because as you go along, you will find the way to answer this kind of question. He will send you my PowerPoint slides for you just to go through that one. That may be helpful for you. Okay. About the predetermined, you remember I told you we are going by predetermined overhead absorption rate, because we can't wait till everything is actual costing done, because at that time everything is too late. So because of that we use a predetermined rate. So they are asking which are the following statements. So that's also another thing. It's not one statement they ask. They ask statements. So about predetermined overhead rates are true. So one statement what they say is using a predetermined rate if fluctuation in units caused by abnormally high or low over expenditure or activity level. That is right. You don't want to have too many fluctuations, so because of that you use predetermined rate. If you wait to use the actual rate, once it will be $7. Next month it will be $4. Next $9. Next month $8. And it will change all the time. So to avoid that kind of a fluctuation, we use predetermined rate, which will be always 5, always or 6 or whatever it may be. Unless there is a very compelling reason to change it, you will keep as it. The statement is right for me. The statement. Number one, they say, using predetermined absorption rate offers the administrative convenience of being able to record full production costs sooner. That I think is right, because you don't wait till the end of the month to record the cost. Since we have a predetermined overhead absorption rate, we can record the cost as it occurs. So you produce 10,000 units, you know, because we can take the predetermined overhead rate, we can record the cost straight away to the cost of sales. Otherwise, we have to wait till everything is done. That will be very, very late. So it can be done sooner. And number 2 is right. One. You determine absorption rate avoids problem of under or over absorption because a constant overhead is available. Now, what do you think of that number 3? You think it's wrong? because we are using predetermined rate, we always have, yeah, we will always have under absorption. It avoid it. Right? Using the actual rates, we will avoid under over. Because we are using predetermined, we always have under or over absorption at the time. So that one is wrong. The two right statements are 1 and 2, and the answer I think should be A. So that's the important thing in the objective test paper is to really read the question very, very carefully and try and see out of all this English what they are given, we have to ensure that we get the right proper answer. Right? Now we will go ahead. So I've already sent you these questions. Now what you can do is, I did 3 questions. I know it's not enough, but what you can do is you can try before we meet. I think we meet on Monday again. No? Yeah, Monday. Don't whether you make mistakes or not, it's all right. But if you can try some of these questions, and I will do the recording and see you can pay into the question and see whether you can get answers. Yeah. I will send you my PowerPoint slides on this subject what I did just now. Yeah, the answers are here. You find the right answer. We will do it together, and I will give you the answers also. So let's meet on Monday same time, 7 o'clock. We will continue with these questions and see how we are going to progress. Immediately I will send you the PowerPoint slides. To the end, then I will send it to you tomorrow morning. Yeah. Right. Okay, take care. Bye. Good night. Bye.